Hi, welcome to Homeschooling Daddies. In today's episode, we're going to be talking about Zachary's Social Studies curriculum for the third grade. So stay tuned. Well, in today's episode, we're going to be talking about Zachary's Social Studies curriculum. And in the book that we're using, anyways, the Social Studies Communities for third grade, where they're studying about communities. And this sort of coincides with some of his other studies, such as in science and in history. So basically, this book is a public school book, and it is for third grade, so it does keep your child on track to what he or she should be learning. And so these are some of the things that he or she would be learning in this book. And this is some of the things my son is learning. And again, this is something that we just recently started in February. And so such as Chapter 1, The Places We Live. Chapter 2, Our Land and Resources. Chapter 3, Old and New Communities. Chapter 4, Communities in History. Chapter 5, Newcomers Settle. And Chapter 6, People from Many Places. Chapter 7, Being an Active Citizen. Chapter 8, Our Government. Chapter 9, Economics Every Day. Chapter 10, Communities and Trade. Chapter 11, Looking at Culture. And Chapter 12, Holiday and Heroes. So basically, this talks about communities and the different things that go on within the communities. Not to mention how you learn about the map and a little bit of geography within it too. So along with this book, I went ahead and picked up the practice book too. So in this practice book, what I do is, because I plan to read some of my books, as I always do, and so I photocopy off what's inside this book. And so, but like in here in the workbook in Unit 1, they have the Almanac Math Practice, where it asks questions like, circle the states that have borders on the Pacific Ocean, and what are these states called? And this works well for my son because right now in the various studies, we're learning about different things as far as community goes, as far as philanthropy and about science and about history. So when your child is doing this study from this book, it's like you can talk about the different historical aspects of those cities and those areas for which you are studying. Like if you're studying about, I don't know, Texas, or if you're studying about Dallas, you could talk about how JFK got shot there, so you can incorporate other things into it. So this is a really good book. I really enjoy it. I wasn't too pleased with the curriculum that I had from my second grade social studies. But basically, because our state requires us to teach social studies, and what I used to do last year is I basically incorporated history into social studies because the social studies book we had wasn't really that good. So we incorporated social studies into our history, but we also incorporated it into our philanthropy studies, which we also do this year too. So anyways, this is a really good book. I highly recommend it if you're doing a secular format and you're looking for something to do that will keep your child on track for any testing or for SATs or whatever in the future for college. This is a really good book to use. So I highly recommend it if you're looking for a social studies curriculum. Alright, so until next time, I love you guys. If you have any questions, please post them below and I would be more than glad to answer them. Alright, until then, have a great day. And remember, we love you. Bye.